So in this video we are going to discuss how to find lateral surface area of prism. As you can see, we have a rectangular prism. The question is, a rectangular prism is shown below. Its bases have a length of 9 millimeters and width of 7 millimeters, and its height is 20 millimeter. Then we have to find its lateral surface area. Now, as you already are aware, lateral surface area does not include the top and the bottom faces. That is, these two faces which I have. Bottom face is not visible and the top is visible, so these two faces are not included when we are required to find the lateral surface area. Now let us take a look at its net diagram. As you can see, here is the net diagram of the rectangular prism that you just saw above. If you take a look at this rectangular prism, you can count the number of faces. There are 6 faces. Out of the 6 faces, the front and the back, they are equal in area. Similarly, the top and the bottom, they are also equal in area. And the third pair, they are also equal in area. All the faces are not visible here, but you can imagine it. And now, in order to find the lateral surface area, we will draw its net diagram. First, let us take a look at the faces, measurements of the different faces, dimensions of the different faces. This is 7 millimeter, this is 20 millimeter, and the other face, which is at its back, will have the same measurement, 20 and 7. Now this is 9 and this is again 20. The other face which is not visible will also have 20 and 9. And the top and bottom is 7 times 9, and similarly top will also be 7 times 9. So based on this, we will draw its net diagram. In this net diagram, you can see we have 1, 2, 3, 4 which are dark in shades, and the 2 faces are lighter in shades, that are top and bottom faces. We don't include these faces while counting lateral surface area. These faces are not counted. So we will just be counting these 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now take a look. 1 and 3, they have equal area, 20 millimeter and 7 millimeter. So area will be 20 times 7 is equal to 140 mm square. Now in the similar way, the face 2 and face 4, area of that will also be equal. Area of these faces will also be equal, and the area will be how much? 20 and times 9. That is 180 millimeter square. Now you must note that there are 4 total faces, and we have found the areas, so we will have to multiply each of them by 2, because there are 2 faces of 140 millimeter square. Similarly, 2 faces of 180 millimeter square. And now you multiply it, so 140 times 2 is 280, and this is 360. So add them together, you get 640 square millimeter or millimeter square, or 640 millimeter square. You can write in either way. So that is how we find the lateral surface area. You might have noticed I did not count the top and bottom while calculating lateral surface area. But when we are required to find the total surface area, we will have to take these faces into account. Let us take a look at other question. This is our second question, which says a rectangular prism is shown below. Its bases have a length of 11 feet and a width of 8 feet, and the height is 15 feet. Now we have to find its lateral surface area. So again we will draw a net diagram for the same, and then we will calculate the lateral surface area. So just take a look. This also has 6 faces, 6 rectangular faces. 2 faces are 8 times 11. Then 2 faces are 15 times 8. And another two faces are 15 times 11. This is 15 and this is 11. In total we have 6 faces, out of which 1, 2 and 3. 3 faces are only visible. Other 3 faces are not visible. So let's draw its net diagram and try to understand it better. As you can see, the net is drawn over here, and the 2 faces 1 and 2, they are top and bottom faces, but the dark shaded faces, they are the lateral faces. So we are required to find the areas of those lateral faces only. So 3, 15 and 8, and another 15 and 8 is here, 3 and 4, and then 15 and 11, 5. So let us find the areas of the lateral faces. So we can see we have 15 and 8, 2 faces having dimensions 15 and 8. So 15 times 8, the area of rectangle, length times width, and since there are 2 faces, so multiply it by 2. So we have found the area of number 3 and number 4. And number 5 and number 6, we have 11 2 times 15 times 11, because here the dimensions are 15 feet and 11 feet. 15 feet and 11 feet. So we will finally find the areas and then add them together to get the lateral surface area. 15 times 8, 120 times 2, 240 square feet. Similarly, 15 times 11 is 165 times 2. 165 times 2 will give you 330. So when you multiply them, you will get 330 square feet. So and you have to add them, because total, when we are required to find, we have to add all the 4 faces. So 70 and 325. 570 square feet is the area. I hope my explanation was clear. In case any doubt, just put your question in the comment section. Thank you.